Part 1. If your sweater sleeves are too long, what do you usually do? Fold them up like this. It might look fine at first, but after a while the fold can feel bulky and untidy. So today, I will show you a simple way to shorten your sweater sleeves without cutting any fabric. First, take a ruler and measure how much shorter you want the sleeve to be. Maybe 1 inch, maybe 2, whatever feels right for you. Mark that point with a small pin or a piece of chalk so you know where to stop sewing. Start from the inside of the sleeve, right next to the edge of the cuff, and push the needle upward through the fabric. Then bring it down on the outside, right across from the mark you made earlier. This creates a straight stitch from the cuff to the marked point. Next, push the needle back down again near the cuff, making another line of stitching that runs parallel to the first one. Keep making small, even stitches like this across the sleeve, one next to another. Try to keep them neat and straight as you go. When you have finished sewing across the front side of the sleeve, gently pull the thread. You will see the fabric start to gather, and the sleeve will naturally become shorter. Be gentle here. Pull just enough to create a smooth fold inside the fabric. After that, turn the sleeve over and repeat the same process on the back side. Make the same kind of parallel stitches so the shortening looks even all the way around. Do you often fix or adjust your own clothes at home? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about your own sewing experiences. Once you finish sewing, tie a small knot at the end of your thread to secure it. Then trim off any extra thread. And there you go. Your sweater sleeve is now neatly shortened with just a few simple stitches. No cutting required, and it still looks completely natural. Part 2. If you are tired of plain sweater sleeves that look like this, then what should you do? Here is a simple little trick you can try. First, take your piece of lace and measure it around the sleeve to make sure it fits the size perfectly. Cut away any extra lace so it matches the exact width of your sleeve opening. Then use thread in the same color as your lace to sew the two ends of the lace strip together, creating a neat ring shape. Now take that lace ring and place it inside the sleeve opening. Adjust it a little so it sits smoothly and evenly all the way around. Once it feels right, secure it in place with a few small pins or even a couple of clothespins if that is easier for you. This will keep it steady while you sew. Next, let us attach the lace using an invisible stitch. Start from the inside of the sleeve and push your needle up through the fabric. Then bring it down very close to the first stitch and bring it up again about 5 millimeters away. Loop the thread around the tip of the needle and pull it gently so the stitch forms a small teardrop shape. Keep repeating this step, making each new stitch the same way along the edge of the sleeve. Continue sewing until you finish one side. When you reach the end, insert your needle backward through the last loop of thread. This will release the stitches you just made. Once the stitches are loose like this, Hold one end of the thread and pull it gently. The stitches will tighten and disappear into the fabric, leaving no visible thread on the surface. Now turn the sleeve over and repeat the same process on the back side. This will make sure the lace extension is secure. And looks professional. When you are done, tie a small knot on the inside to lock the thread in place. And there you have it. Your sweater sleeve is now longer, and the lace adds a lovely decorative touch. What do you think about this invisible stitch method? If you find it helpful, please give me a subscribe and stay tuned for more creative sewing tips. Part 3. You can also use the invisible stitch we learned earlier to shorten your sweater sleeves. It is perfect when you want the folded part of the sleeve to stay in place. Start by folding the sleeve upward to the length you want. Make sure both sleeves are even before you begin sewing. Once you are happy with the fold, take your needle and thread and begin from the inside of the sleeve. Push the needle up gently through the fabric, just above the folded edge. Then bring it down again very close to where you started and bring it back up about 5 millimeters away. Loop the thread around the tip of the needle and pull it carefully so that the stitch forms a small teardrop shape. Repeat this same step along the folded edge, keeping your stitches small and even. Each new stitch should follow the same rhythm, up, down, and around, creating that tiny teardrop pattern that makes the thread disappear into the fabric. Keep going until you finish one side of the sleeve. When you reach the end, insert the needle backward through the last loop of thread. This will loosen the stitches you just made. Once the stitches are loose, hold one end of the thread and pull it gently. The stitches will draw together and completely vanish into the fabric, leaving the outside of the sleeve smooth and clean. Now turn the sleeve over and repeat the same process on the back side. Keep your stitches even and gentle so the sleeve keeps its natural shape. Once you finish, tie a small knot on the inside to secure your work and trim any extra thread. This invisible stitch not only shortens your sleeve neatly, but also holds the folded fabric firmly in place. That means when you move around, work, or stretch your arms, the sleeve will not slip down again. It is a simple but very effective way to adjust the length of your sweater sleeves while keeping them looking tidy and professional. End. So which of these sweater sewing tricks did you like the most? Was it the one for shortening sleeves, the lace extension, or the invisible stitch? Tell me your favorite in the comments below. I would love to know which one you are going to try first. If you enjoyed these tips, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.